We want to complain. We always, little backstories. We think as a Detroit Red Wing in the organization, and the fans can think it too, that there's a conspiracy theory against you with the league. Probably not true, but it feels that way. So the best part that everybody has to understand, and I see in the chat thread, Tammy Chin started it off in the hashtag #WiserPlay 1919. If you look back, everything's been against us. We're the most losing team in 7 years, right? Last 7 seasons, we have the most losses in the NHL, yet we pick 9th, 6th, 6th, 4th, 9th. It doesn't matter, right? Couple good things. It's just unfortunate, Neil. This is why it hurts, right? It burns because it went to Chicago. But, again, here's the saving grace is Chicago's in the West. You're in the East.
So you got to deal with them, right? That was my first thought.
This doesn't little bit of a saving grace in the fact that as Chicago, it just burns, guys. It's Chicago, so it hurts a little bit more, right? Look at what Chicago got going. Look at what we got going. We're slowly building. And their football team and their hockey team now it sets them ahead, but you can't be frustrated because just know that the people that are in control of this organization, the Steve Yzermans, Chris Drapers, are well aware of what's going on. Now, it would look forward that I would think that with the 9th overall pick and all the salary cap and money available, again, look for Steve Yzerman to do what he does best to make a deal, to trade or at the draft. So it was unfortunate. It was worth the prayers. Thank you for everybody who contributed to trying to bring the first overall pick home. And here's the thing. You won't really have to worry about it again for a long time. Like a long, long time. Because you're not going to be in these waters. Unless you got traded. One of the things that, and if you are watching on woodwardsports.com or wherever you find your Woodward Sports YouTube, one of the podcasts that I love these kids, the Grind Line podcast, nailed it. After a bit of reflection, here are my thoughts. And Neil, these are my thoughts exactly. Bedard and Fantilli are in the West. We're going to get a really good prospect at 9. And I do see a move up with the trade. And you look at William Nylander in Toronto or Connor in Winnipeg with what they've done, those guys are on the table.
I keep hearing that. Why? Because Connor,
because Winnipeg,
he's an elite goal scorer.
So here's the thing. Did you see how Winnipeg ended? Did you see how their coach? Did you see they're going to implode that? So that means the Scheifele's, the Wheelers, right? they got to get something back because it's not working there. That's when Steve Yzerman will poach. You'll find out. Kyle Connor came out of the Little Caesars organization, the system. It's very well known. This is when you go and you get these guys that you have the ability. Why?
Distressed assets, yes.
Right, exactly. That's what you call it. What is it called, Neil?
Distressed assets.
So go get some distressed assets. And would you not say that if Toronto gets swept or Toronto loses the second round and down to 3-0 to Florida, right? There are some distressed assets on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, we saw the way that Winnipeg went out and their coach, Rick Bowness, come out and just absolutely berate the leadership. That they had no jam, no anything like that. You got to think there's some movements being made.